Friday, everyone. Your real worth isn't defined by your net worth. What makes you valuable is how you use what you have been given. All of us have gifts. Make sure you're making the most of yours. Have an amazing Friday.
It is now the bottom of the hour. I'm excited to welcome Nancy Matthews to our program today. Nancy is an author of a book. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it in the carousel for you guys. There it is, The One Philosophy. I want to talk to Nancy not only about the re-release of the book, but also what it's been like for her to share the message with all of you guys. Nancy, great to have you on with us.
Hello, hello, hello. So happy to be here.
Good morning. This is Barbara J. Beckley, and I am here. I always get so excited when it comes to Fridays because I love this particular show. This show was created by love of me loving coaches and consultants because, first of all, I am both, for one. I'm a speaker, author, all that kind of stuff, but it's not about me today. It's about loving on coaches and consultants because think about it. These are the individuals that help others get to where they need to go. They take the time, they take the energy, the patience. I'm going to say that again. Patience is a virtue. And just really loving on others because they see the vision. They see that vision that the other individual is looking for, but they just know that they need to kind of guide them and help them and be with them and cheer them on to get to their vision, to get to their goals, to get to their mission. So I told myself I want to create under the Diamond Factor Network a show that really spotlights coaches and consultants. So this is where we're at every Friday. If you don't know, now you know, like they say. We come on 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time every Friday. And I try to look around. And if you're interested, bringing on coaches and consultants that are doing such a wonderful job with others in the universe. So with that said, let me stop because we have two amazing women today. First, we're going to have two queens. I call the lady queens. And they are going to be coming on and they're going to be basically talking a little bit about themselves and then what they do for others. And I always say this, please, after you get to meet them a little bit, we had that conversation today. If you know you need them or if you know somebody else might need them in their lives, reach out to them. That's the other part about this is I want to get them people that they can work with and that they love to work with so they can help them. So with that said, we're going to bring on Mrs. and she's going to correct me from because me and names, so forgive me, my head, not my heart. I think it's Terrell Sally Holman and hopefully Holland. But she'll correct me and I want her to because I hate messing up names. But this queen, she's Living Loving Your Well LLC. Her mission is to assist women unapologetically taking charge of health as their number one priority. And yeah, we need to talk afterwards. I say this already for me. So they can become the best version of themselves while serving family, community, nation, and the world. See, I told you. So she is a CEO. I love to say that. CEO, founder, Living Love Your Well LLC. This wonderful queen's going to come on. But, I just can't just bring the queens on. I can't just say, here you go. We got to bring them the right way. So let me just gear her up a little bit and we'll be right back.
Girlfriend, I love that geared up. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much.
You looking beautiful, Queen.
Oh, thank you. And my glasses. I'm the person with the glasses. Everybody
You're
knows
the
me by my
glasses
glasses.
queen. Okay,
Yes,
got it. Because
yes.
I seen your pictures and I was like, okay, there's something going on here. There's a branding thing going.
Yes, it's very much branding. Everybody knows me by my red glasses. I have five different pairs of red glasses
Oh
at
my
this time.
God. Well, you look
19,
beautiful. I
thank
love
you.
them.
19 in total. My intent is 365. So it's all
Well,
good. It's
it's
a
all good.
little
That's what I'm saying. I always tell people that's how you become unique and people get to remember you so they can, know what you do for them. So,
exactly so.
Mrs. Lady, please correct me because I know I didn't do your name justice at all. So,
Okay, okay. But I am glad, first of all, sis, that you said my first name on point. It's Terrell. I get that chopped up my entire life. So I am praising you right now for that. So thank you so much. But it's Terrell Sally Holloman. It's a long name. My dad said I have three beautiful daughters. Please keep your names when you get married. So that's what happened.
oh.
Yeah.
That's an honor to him, and I love that
Yeah.
because I do that with my dad. And I had to tell my convince my husband, but my dad I didn't really convince him because you know how men are. They want you to have their name, and
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
But he's making me honor my dad because my dad passed when I was 17, and it was a horrible
Oh,
passing.
I'm
And
sorry to
I
hear
asked him,
that.
I said, can I please keep his name? That would really be nice.
Yeah.
So he let me do it. He
Yeah,
let me
my
do it.
husband didn't have an issue at all. He said, "No
That's
problem."
good.
Yeah,
See.
and yeah, it was no issues at all. He's like, "Sure, keep your name. I'm actually for it." So, and we had a birthday party for my dad yesterday. He's 85 years old.
Oh
So,
my God, the
God
wonderful
bless him.
85. God bless that.
85,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
85. So,
I tell
it's
people,
good.
treasure our elders. We
Elders,
need to praise
amen.
them. And that's
Amen.
wonderful. Wonderful lady.
Amen. So we
So
were
yeah.
together to see him yesterday, so it's really fun.
Yes. I know that was a blessing for you. That was good.
Yes, he really enjoyed it. He was like, "Oh my gosh, I love you guys. Thank you. I have such beautiful kids," and so we had a
Oh.
good time. And I put on lipstick for you, girl.
Oh my
Okay,
God. See, I
I
feel
don't
so
wear
you're making me
makeup.
feel so special. This is
I don't usually wear anything. I was just talking to another
oh,
friend of mine, LaQuinta Mobley. You might know her. She's a coach too, a transformation coach,
I've seen her.
and she hosts what's it called? Am I saying it right? Building business boot camps on Mondays on LinkedIn. So we're talking about, makeup and all. She's like, I don't wear makeup either. I said, oh, this is great. We can have a conversation because I'm not one of those. My daughter has that, but not me.
But
I'm
you,
just
I
like,
mean, yeah, I know, and it's I always tell people you do you because you're lovely no matter what. So you
amen,
are queen
amen.
among queens. The makeup doesn't make you; it's the
Yes,
person that's
it's a
within you and
person.
outside. So
Exactly,
you look wonderful.
exactly.
But
Yes.
enough
And
about you just make you making my Friday. You know that. Um,
I'm glad. When I wake up and I ask the Lord, who can I bless today? Who
well,
can
you
I
blessing
Yeah,
me.
who can I bless today in what way I can? Just allow me to be an instrument and help someone. So that's the way I do.
Well,
So
you
I'm
know what?
glad I
That's good. 'Cause that kind of flows right into what we're going to talk about, and that's you. That's you. And first, I always ask the people that come on, especially on the Coaches Lounge, is that I know it took something before you even start this wonderful, mission that you're doing with people to get them that first priority about health. Because, like I said, I got to talk to you afterwards.
okay.
Remember that. That's a side note for me. That it didn't. It started somewhere. I know something in your.
Oh,
So can we hear just a little, just pull the curtain?
yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, it started when I got diagnosed with systemic lupus, which is an autoimmune condition, and it attacks your connective issues. And usually at that stage, it attacks your kidneys too. There's some kind of scarring or debilitation that's happening with the kidneys. And with lupus, it acts like something is going on in your body, attacks your different organs and everything in your body, even though there's nothing going on.
Wow.
That's
Wow. I know
essentially
that
what that
feels.
is. And
Yeah.
as a result of hearing that diagnosis, I went into denial.
Mm.
So I ate uncontrollably. I gained 100 pounds over, let's see, 11 years. Had two babies during that time. No, I had one baby during that time. No, I had two babies during that time, and came to the point where my doctor says, my rheumatologist, that's who usually handles autoimmune. He said, "Listen, if you don't stop eating and gaining weight, plus having this diagnosis, you're gonna die." That's what he
Oh,
said. He said, "You're gonna die," and he said, "Do you want to live? Do you want to be with your husband? Do you want the kids to have a mom?" I'm crying in the
just laid
office
it.
and
You
carrying
just
on.
laid it like just
He
laid it
laid.
out there, didn't you? Yeah.
God knew. See, you know what? God is good because He knew the type of doctor I needed. And since he laid it out to me, he's from Brooklyn like me, so it was no big deal. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is what you got to do." And
Mm-hmm.
I adhered. I heard him. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"I don't want to die. I want
Yeah.
to live."
Mm-hmm.
So I started my journey. That's how my journey started. I started,
Wow.
researching, reading books, and my husband was for me too. He started reading books, and we wound up getting on this train together. Because he was
Yeah,
heavy. He was heavy too.
I
Uh,
seen the pictures because I kind of scouted you a little because I wanted to
oh,
make a
that's
video.
cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And I seen the wonderful picture of you and your husband really doing it together. And I thought that's just amazing. I love when couples come together and unite by doing that mission together because to me it's more powerful that way too, a lot of times.
Yeah, it is.
When you two
And
are on the
as a
same page.
exactly, and as a result of me getting rid of the weight and keeping it off for the last 10 years, he decided, in addition to his full-time work, to become a personal trainer where he actually went for certification and group training and one-on-one training. Yeah, so he has his licenses for all of that. So he has clients now too. So
Wow, what a
yeah.
change from one, yeah.
Yeah, I tell you,
Make it into
right?
a whole career. Yeah. Who knew? Like you
Exactly.
said, right? You never know where the road is gonna go take you.
You never know. I can tell you when I was little, my intention, how you little, you say, "Oh, when I grow up." And I said, "Oh, mommy, when I grow up, I'm going to be a math teacher." She said, "Yeah, you're really good at math." Then I said, "No, I'm going to be a CPA and I'm going to have this all female agency. All I want is women because we're going to rule the world." This is what I said when I was like, teenager or whatever.
Mhm.
And she said, "That's good too. Just, focus, go get your education." She always instilled it in three of us. Make sure you ladies get your education. I
Yes,
want you always to have your education. And when I got to college, that was a different story, girl.
it's
It was,
funny how that changes too, doesn't
oh boy, did that change. I was like, okay, the professor I gotta take and he fails everybody. Okay, I'm not gonna keep accounting. I'm gonna go to finance.
it?
So that's what happened.
It's
Oh
like,
my
okay,
gosh.
detour.
Yep, you detour. Sometimes you just
Yeah.
do. And then by the time we got married and I had my first daughter, it kept coming back to me to go back to accounting. So I went to get another degree in accounting.
See, well, you know what? When you think about it, you still stayed a little bit with the math, right?
I did. I did a little bit,
It's
but
just another part of it. Yeah.
that's another part of it. But I have to say, though, what really kicked me off to get into coaching was my journey. Once I got
Mm,
diagnosed and I had to literally bring my health back. So I say
yes.
that I'm healed through Jesus' name that is no longer here. I'm healed from lupus for 14 years.
Yeah, I
Blood
love
work is
the story.
excellent
Yeah.
and keeping my weight off, doing what I need to do. And I do it through the blood type way of eating, that lifestyle. It works. It
It
really does
works.
work. So, and
Well,
so I'm here as a testimony,
and
first
and
of
I'm
all.
agreeing 100% with you. Like they say, as Christians, and
Yeah, yeah.
two one gathered in His name, we agree.
Amen.
I'm
That's
going
right.
to agree with you on that. I am because
Exactly.
you got a lot of see your mission is so powerful and God knows that. So you can't go. You can't leave us. No, you got to
That's right. So
take.
I gotta help. I gotta help sisters like yourself so that you
Yes.
guys can continue on your journey and your missions on what you need to do here while you're here, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm so excited about is that the clients I've helped and women that I've helped just in general, because I used to work in a huge company with the two initials WW. Everybody knows who they are in weight loss, Weight Watchers. I worked
Mhm.
with for them for 8 years and just
Wow.
seeing being a coach there, just seeing the women back and forth on a roller coaster ride, it
Oh,
used to hurt my heart.
Queen, I'm
Oh
telling
my
you,
gosh.
I'm so glad you brought. I'm sorry, I mean, I hate to say this, and I don't want to bash them that go,
No, 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 you don't
but
have to. Hey,
I
it's good.
know because I was on that roller coaster. That's why I wanted to say, and everybody, the people that were telling me, Barbara, it works. You can do it. It works. And I was like, okay, okay. And I don't know, for some reason, Terrell, I don't know why it wasn't working for me. It probably was a mind thing.
Usually it's a mind thing. What I experience, and this is only coming from my experience, I'm going to put a disclaimer there. From what I saw in the workplace that I worked, because I did a lot of meetings and workshops, as I would call it, in the corporate sector.
Mm,
So I would go to like Merck and Prudential and things like that.
mhm.
And the stress alone having these type of jobs, first of all, plays with you. So when you want to focus on your health, it's not always easy. And then I don't have enough time with people. I only get 30 minutes,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, that's kind of short when you think
It's
about
kind of short when you think about it. And but I have to say though, a lot of the workplaces I was able to keep them, meaning in the what we call the renewal cycle for 4 years. So some people I had literally for 2 years at a time, and you would see, their successes.
Yes.
It's the ones where I only had you for like 12 weeks, and then I don't see you ever again. I don't know how you're doing. So,
Hmm.
but it is a cycle for some people. Some people use it as a temporary thing. Say I see them from January to May, and then they take off
Mm.
in the summertime, and then they come back in September, but then you gained all the way back and then more. So this, my mission, I knew for myself, also knowing about the blood type eating, I said I have to go out on my own because it's so much more that I want to do with women
Mm.
in my way
Hmm.
so that they can succeed long term. So
Okay.
just this year, I made the decision because most of my program was only 3 months, and I said that's not enough.
Mm.
God was telling me, He said, you got to make it longer. You got to help these ladies. So what I did is I changed it to 12 months. Because I want that person to be committed to work with me for 12 months because I'm going to show you everything I did.
Yes.
And I kept it off for 10 years.
Yes. I mean, that's proof in the, what they call a little saying, proof in the pudding, like that the old saying. I mean, come on. What
Yeah.
else do you
What
want?
else do you
This is
want?
more about, look at me, right?
Exactly. So that's why I changed it to 12 months because this gives that person the time to really
Time.
go the ups and downs, really figure it out. Then they're going to go through all the cycles that happen in the year, right? You're going to
Yes.
go through the summertime. You're going to go through quote unquote Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, da, 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 all of that. We're going to have to deal with all of that so you
Hmm.
can get through it because I got through it.
Yeah. And it's so funny you mentioned that about the different holidays and the eating out, and somebody asks you to go to dinner and stuff. You're like, because I used to, it's funny, Terrell, because I used to freak out when somebody's okay, bro, let's go to dinner. I'm like, I can't, in the back of my mind, I can't go because I don't want to eat so much to eat. Because I said, I need to stay right here.
You're making me laugh. Oh my God, excuse me.
Especially if they went to a restaurant I love and they got the food that I love. It's like, no, I can't go.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about all of that. See, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited because I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I know
Yes,
I'm led here uh, to do that for women too. And I have men say, why don't you do men? Because women for me, and just looking at my mom,
you
women for me are the source. We birth, we can give life, right?
are.
So if when I help a woman transform her body tempo so that she can continue to live and she can continue to give.
Yes.
Naturally we give, right? We're nurturers, naturally we
Yes.
are, and we do
Automatically.
so much for other people, then everybody succeeds. The men's in her life, whether it's her husband, her sons, her cousins, uncles, whatever, everybody wins when I help that woman transform her body tempo from her
Mm.
mind within herself, you know what I'm saying? And then with the Holy Spirit, we can do this. We can
Yes.
do this. It's a
Yes.
win-win.
It is a win-win-win. It's a
It's a
win-win-win.
win-win, right?
Yeah, because I say it's a win-win-win because a win for you, win for her, and a win for the world. So that's why I say
Amen.
a win-win-win because, like you say, you helping women keep continuing on their life, freely. Because when you said when you can get the health part, because it all comes together, the health, spiritual, mental, all
And
that,
yes, all that.
and if it comes together, you can just so powerful, and you're strengthened with yourself, so you can help others.
Right, because I would say I would say most of the women that I've had in my fear of circle in terms of working with them, the number one question I get, well, is kind of like three of them. I lack consistency. I'm
Mm,
not motivated,
mm,
and I lack confidence now because I look different.
yeah.
I don't feel good. I'm always sick. Whatever the situation is with
Or
that
the
person.
energy level,
Energy level is, I'm always tired. I'm
Mhm.
stressed out. So these are the common themes I see. And I know when we put foods in our body that serve us to give us energy and we keep our mind focused on how we can continue to heal ourselves, also by speaking the word, uh, you can do so many things with your body that stuff will disappear, stuff will go away,
And it's
and
just it's just those little, like you said, to list those little changes
yep,
that you can do can make a huge
huge
difference. I mean,
difference. Yeah,
yeah.
it makes a huge difference. We used to do a room, coach friend of mine, Coach Kim, a room in Clubhouse called Small Changes Equals Big Results. And that was a wonderful room. We did it for about 5 or 6 months, and then we changed on different things now. But it was a powerful room because so many people would come back and say, "Oh, I did this, and now look." And that was
Mhm.
fun to see that. You can. It's just small changes, and it's those small changes that you do that creates those habits. I'm all about habits.
Yes.
We can have poor habits, or we can have really, really good ones.
Hmm.
And it's very easy from what I saw in the past working with that company. People would start really, really good, and then for some reason life happens, and boom, they go right back to that poor habit. And it's retraining up here, it's reframing stuff, it's working up here all the time and saying, I'm wonderfully made.
Yeah.
He's made me in his image. This is, I can do this. I can do this.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm about, girlfriend.
You are now. I want to ask you
Hmm.
before I know time, because you are just wonderful to talk to. I could talk to you all day, but I know I can't hold you hostage like that. You'll be like Barbara.
No,
I got.
we can talk offline, you know that.
But I just want to say, Queen, that I want to ask, just like at the beginning, like if somebody comes to you and maybe say, Queen, you know what, I need help. My energy level, my health. I just. So do you? How do you start? Just a little tease for people down
Well,
there.
usually they'll book what I call a health strategy consult with me. That makes more sense, so I can get a sense of where they are and stuff like that. And then I'll talk to them, ask them a couple of questions about what's going on in their lives. What kind of things are, the real deal. Tell me the real deal. What's really going on? Because people
Yeah.
like to say what they want to say, but I need to know the real deal. And then in that conversation, let's look at some things that you're doing so we
Mm-hmm.
can really implement quickly some habits you can start changing, some things you need to remove, whether it's eating, maybe it's exercising, maybe it's your mind. It can be a couple of things. That's what I like to do immediately with the person on that call is get them fast action, fast results. And then I follow up with them. And then it's the opportunity for me too to share my services because some people are ready. Yeah, Coach T, I'm ready to get down with you. Hey, let's get started. Or some are like, no, I'm not interested in coaching right now, which is fine too. Everybody got their thing. It's cool. But I also have a free Facebook group. People are more than welcome to go there. So that's
You
how
don't
that
leave them
starts.
hanging. I was
Hmm?
about to say you don't leave them hanging. You say you go to the Facebook group until you get prepared or get ready to
Yeah,
go.
yeah, when you're ready. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not here to, how can I say, chase people, but I feel that when you're ready, you'll know it. You'll
Yes,
know you'll need the help. Now,
so
I've
true.
had people come that the doctor's telling.
Like the
They're like, the doctor told me I got this and I don't know what to do. Now, you don't want to go to that that
Yeah.
state really, because then you feel pressured,
Hmm.
but folks have to realize in their lives you need a team to keep you together, just like you have a team for your show
Hmm.
and your coaching. I'm sure you have assistants and stuff like that, right? You have a system that you work with. Same thing in your life with your health. You can have a doctor, you can have a therapist, you can have a personal trainer, you can have a health coach like myself. Some people, you need everybody to kind of do that. One of my clients, she had all that. She had a therapist, she had a couple of doctors, and one of her doctors said, "I really think you need a health coach because I can't do
Hmm.
everything for you." And she hired me. And as a result, things went really well for her. She's oh my gosh, she's seen so many great results from working together. Her blood work was immaculate. I mean, her A1C went down, her triglycerides went back into range, her cholesterol dropped like 66. I mean, it was just beautiful, right? She had lost like 10 pounds in 2 weeks working with me. So, you know what I'm saying? And she's still on that road to victory, as far as I'm concerned, even though we're not working together anymore. She's still on the road to victory. She's in my Facebook group. She's still feeling good about herself. So that's what I see happening. I vision that person being already on the other side. Hey, quote unquote, the weight might not happen as quickly as you want, but if you keep going, it's
You'll
going to
see the.
come off. And
Yeah.
after a while, you'll get to where you're at, where you're comfortable,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
and you're all right. Your health is showing, by how you're responding to people in your life, because women, you know how we are. When we don't feel good, we disconnect for everybody. We be like, don't touch me. You
Touch
tell me
me.
your
Don't
husband, don't touch me.
I mean,
You saying, I can't deal
leave
with you
me
right
alone.
now. Leave me alone. That's another thing I talk about in my coaching program is the sexual intimacy, because that's a conversation that people are not talking about. When you're not healthy or you're not feeling your top,
Yourself.
that suffers in your relationship. We know that, right? So yeah, I
Yeah.
work on that too a
You
little
know
bit.
what? I'm so glad. See, this is the uniqueness that comes out. That's why I like to, when people come on talk about what they do, the starting point, because I hear the uniqueness. Now, your uniqueness, I love you. You're just like, look, tell me everything in
Hmm.
this session because it's not going to work. And I tell it's funny because I tell people the same thing. It's not going to work if you don't tell it. You have to just be honest with yourself and me if you want the help to move forward.
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
holding back is not going to do nothing except hold you back. That's what I tell
Right.
people.
It's going to hold you back. And I'm all about natural. I'm all about ease. I'm simple. I go to the basics. And, my background is nutrition. I'm certified in nutrition. And everything for me is a circle. It's a life circle because to me, it's all about holistic living. If we learn how to live more naturally, um, based on what we know and what we can attain, because I know not everybody around the world have access to the same fruits and vegetables. I know that. But if you take the time to really figure out, with my help with the blood type, we can figure out for you what works for you, and then go into those other areas that, hey, maybe you're not thinking about, right? Like I just talked about the sexual intimacy. Maybe you
Hmm.
didn't talk about the stress and the triggers. Maybe we didn't talk about how to keep it harmonized in your environment. I go through the whole circle of life that we're talking about in my program, because everything is connected. And
Yes.
and I generally feel that I am, we have all these titles, but besides being, a nutritional health coach and being, specializing in blood type eating, I'm a speaker. I feel that I'm a people connector because I love connecting people to other people. I just did that yesterday. I was like talking to Lucita. I was like, oh, you need to reach out to so and so for this.
You connect her. You
I
connect.
love connecting people with people because I love seeing people being able to help each other, because that's what it's about, right? Love our
Yes.
neighbor. And if I can do something to help you in your life, then I know that's what I was supposed to do. Right?
Well, you know what, that worked out because I'm glad that I reached back to you in LinkedIn and said, "Hey."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it all worked out. I'm like, yay! She said yes, and she's coming on. And I this is not a one and done for me. I never look at it as that. I always look at it as there's a reason why people are brought to the show. There's a reason why I meet certain individuals, and you're just, oh, I'm telling you, you're a queen of queens. So we have to stay in touch.
Okay,
And
that sounds really
definitely
good.
anything that you're
Yes.
doing, I want you to come back
Oh
and
yeah,
talk.
that'd be great. That'd
Oh
be great.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, we're here to help each other. So yeah, we got to get it
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I want it before, because I know with time, I
Hmm.
usually want to just only take myself down for like 30 seconds, and I just
Okay.
want you just to leave any kind of wisdom, anything that you want to leave with the audience, before we sign off. So
Hmm.
I'll be back.
Okay. What do I want to leave with them? Hmm.
Oh, okay, Terrell, you can leave your wisdom.
I can leave. Okay, let's see. What wisdom would I give somebody today? Oh, oh, she just said that.
Hey, hey,
Hey.
yeah. I like I said, I was taking myself down for 30 seconds and let you leave the word of wisdom. So
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to say it. Then I'm blowing my nose and everything.
yeah, we're for real. This is the real show.
Well,
But yeah.
I was thinking this, and I love this phrase because it's so true. Be the change you want to see. You know, a lot of times we say we want to do something. We may even feel it at that moment, but it's
Mhm.
really disciplining yourself to do it even when you don't feel like doing it.
Mhm.
Okay. I
Mm.
walk each day, and some days I really don't feel to do it.
I'm telling you.
You know.
I
And
can.
over here where I'm at, I forgot where you're located, but I'm over here in Jersey. It's getting hot in the morning. It's like 79 already. Okay,
Yeah.
but I do it anyway,
Let me
and
see.
sometimes I don't feel to.
It's 80. Yeah, it's 85 here, and I'm in Wisconsin. So you
Oh,
thinking,
Wisconsin! Wow,
and
85. Y'all
it is
usually,
85 degrees. Can you believe it?
yeah,
Global warming is real. That's why I keep telling people it's real.
it's real. It's real. It's real. So I talk about that. You know, be the change you want to see for
Mhm.
yourself because it starts with you. And once it starts with you and folks start seeing how you change, it
Yes,
rubs off on them and eventually they start changing. Then the next person start changing. See that ripple effect start happening?
I like that. It's like, yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, I love it.
That's how it starts happening. So, yeah.
Oh, well,
Hmm.
thank you. See, I love, because I know. See, you're just a natural coach and you're a queen, so naturally the wisdom, all that, good stuff comes out the end. So I always like to give the audience that, like, give them that, what they need to move forward, to spring forward a little bit. So I'm going to ask. I'm telling the audience right now, Terrell.
Okay.
Reach out to this wonderful queen. You see what she does. We had our conversation, which was a wonderful conversation, and she just has a mission priority about your health. And it's not just about a diet, it's not just about looking at foods. It's about a life changing, so you can live, all like we said before, in all aspects, to not just live for yourself, but live for others that you're helping. So she's
Amen.
here to help you bridge that in the health atmosphere of it. So don't look at it, it's just a change of scenery. I
I
always
know, right?
because when soon as you hear somebody say, "Well, you ain't gonna put me on a diet," I'm like, "Okay, see, already you got the
That's right.
negative there, and I already got you pushing back. See, we don't want that. We don't need you
That's
to push."
right. That's right. I'm talking about change where you know that you're able to live longer. I'm talking
Yes,
about change where you are not feeling that pain anymore in your knee. I'm talking about change where you know in your heart of hearts that I'm eating the foods. And I'm not saying, people think, oh my gosh, this is a sentence for life. No, I'm talking about, hey, you can change up with the seasons because there's fruits and vegetables and different foods that you eat each season and still have a good time. My husband is all plant based. And I can't tell you how many dishes we had that are really quality of a restaurant because that's how he rolls. Okay, that's just how he rolls. And he's made stuff that looks like calamari, but it was made out of artichokes because we do not eat any kind of seafood in terms of like clams and
Yeah.
shrimp and stuff because they're the bottom feeders of the ocean. It's really not safe for any blood type to really be eating that, to be honest with y'all.
Wow. See,
Um,
this is the kind of stuff I love. I'm
yeah,
hearing, I'm learning.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's able to transform a lot of foods that most of us. And I'm gonna say, let me be real because I'm real with you. Most of us in our communities, what do we eat? Fried
Like
chicken,
chicken.
mac and cheese, right? The potato salad, the macaroni salad, and this stuff has all this dairy in it, has all this fat in it with the cheese, which is not helping our bodies at all, right? And for certain blood types, chicken should not even be in your eating at all, okay, for certain blood types. So, this is what I'm saying. When you're educated and you know what you know, to use what you know and to change within your body to the outside, you got it, girlfriend. You
Well,
got it.
I'm glad you said it because, like I always tell people, when once you find, because I always tell people, I'm not gonna be disappointed when you if you didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. But when you do find out and the awareness pops up, then we got to talk about okay, accountability is there now because now you know.
Now you know, right?
Oh,
Now you know. And we're phenomenal queens. And sometimes we're walking in life not even aware how beautiful we are, how talented we are, how many skills the Father has given us to use in our purpose and our calling. And we
yeah.
got to get up on this, ladies. Man, you cannot slouch. You child,
I
you
know I got
cannot.
you. See, and I took some of your time. I know. I told you I could talk to you. I was like, this is just flowing. I'm like,
I know
hey,
it's just flown, but I'm just saying, we as women, we're so powerful, and this is the year. I was listening to a local station here where I listen to, and they were saying the first year of COVID that black businesses, especially women, open more businesses than ever before.
mm,
It's showing us
wow,
we're open businesses for a reason, right? Hey, we had the
yes,
ability. Hey, maybe we got laid off from job. We couldn't go back to work. So we are inventive. We're creative. We're naturally, make stuff
we're
happen in our
built.
houses, right? We did that for years.
Yes,
So why not take care of your health so that you can continue running these businesses that you started?
because like you said, Terrell, this is our house right here. We have to take
Right.
care of our temple. Yeah,
Amen. First Corinthians 6:19 through 20. It
this is
talks about
church
that
up in
all the
here.
time.
We got church up in here today.
Don't get me started, girlfriend.
I'm gonna start doing that little dance.
That's not doing that.
See, this is what
So
I love
yeah, this is what we're
when
talking
people use
about,
the
right?
trail like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll
This
share
is
with you this. My 12-month program starts July 19th. So if
okay.
there's anyone out there that knows what they know and know they need a change and know they want to work, because I only want people that do stuff and that are committed to the process. And this process will not be easy. I'll tell you, because when I went through it, it wasn't easy, but you have me. You
See,
have me
that's
to
the
guide you,
conversation.
right? You
Yeah.
have me to guide you. And so if anybody's interested with that book, that health strat call, consult, and we'll talk about that and give you some information with regard to the program and how it works and all that good stuff that you need to know. But in the meantime, you'll get some good old direct immediate actions to take in your life because I want to see women win.
Put the heart up.
Put the
Thank
heart
you,
up, put the heart
Lord.
up, put the heart
Let
up.
it pump. See, and you only get the pump right if you work with Terrell because she'll help you with that.
Hey, and you think about it, your heart, when we talk about your heart muscle, okay? And when it's clogged up, it doesn't work, right? You hear people have triple bypass and all this other stuff. When it's clogged up, how are you loving yourself? You're not because it's clogged,
Mm,
okay? But when it's open and the arteries are going everywhere and going where it's supposed to pump to your kidneys, to your lungs, to your brain, and all that, you're
mhm.
excited. You're doing stuff. The food is going where it's supposed to go. You're drinking water. You're just feeling that vitality in your body. Then the heart is feeling really, really good. When that heart is not moving and arteries are clogged, the body starts to deteriorating. And how do you continue on your journey, the quest that is supposed to be for you, your calling that's supposed for you when you're not at your optimal
The best, yeah.
best.
Yeah.
How do you pour out even in your clients if you're a coach or you consultant? You cannot. You cannot.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
that's what I'm here to do, girl. That's
Ooh,
what I'm here
this
to
is
do.
you just touched my heart today. I'm serious. You have really touched my heart. You see, I kept you on.
I know we like. I don't know how long I'm supposed to be on, but this is a great conversation. Don't get
See,
me up here talking.
I say, hey, when things flow, I just let it flow because I
Yeah,
know that this is going to really help others that seen the show, and even with the replays that's going to be coming on.
that's
So,
right.
Queen, I thank you so much for spending some time here on the Coaches Lounge,
Yes.
really explaining, where you want, what happened for you to say, you know what, there's a change I got to make here, and I need to make one quick because my doctor just told me, look.
Yep.
I got to, your doctor and my doctor might know each other because
Yeah.
my doctor's the same way. you know, I'm maybe sitting there saying, doc, he said, no, Barbara.
Yeah.
I said, you
Yep.
got me. I said, why you always? He said, because hey, we've got put together because I got to be hard on you. But I like that
Yeah.
because he seems like he cares and he knows how to deal with me.
Right. Exactly.
Knows how to deal
Exactly.
with
And
me.
I've had people tell me, Terrell, every time I hear your voice in my ear when I do something, I hear your voice. I
See,
gotta put that back. I gotta put that back.
you pick it up and then all of a sudden you hear Terrell, what are you doing?
That's right. That's right. You put it back. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I've
You
been,
be
I've
like,
been. Listen, I've been where you are.
see,
I've
and
been where
that's
you
what, yeah,
are. Now
and
I'm
that's what
taking
makes a
you to
great
where you
coach
can
too,
go. I'm
because you've
taking you to
been
where you go.
there, you've been through the journey, you've been on the outcome of it. So that's why when people say, "Well, it was just hard for me," it was a temptation there. I know. That's why I'm
I
talking to
know.
you because I've been
That's
there.
why I'm saying I've been there. And let me tell you, Barbara. People think just because I now at my ideal weight and I feel good that I don't get temptations. I get
Mm,
temptations.
okay.
I still like potato chips. Come on. But hey, I know how to handle that now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I know how to deal with it. That's
yeah.
all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you have to like totally go to the end of the earth type of thing to
Mm,
remove everything. But if you're that type of person that you have to, then you would,
yeah.
until you can get to the point where you feel comfortable
Mm,
about introducing a particular food back in if it's not detrimental to your health, of course.
yeah.
But yeah, you can still have fun. You can still, everything is, portion control. It's how you think
Mhm.
about it. Are you beating yourself up? I get so many women that beat themselves up.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
another
gosh,
thing.
Terrell, I ate a whole ice cream tub of two
Yes.
quarts. And I'm like, okay, so what are we doing next now that you did that? How did you feel? They tell me how you felt. Now, what are you going to do next to change that? How you not going to go back there again?
Yeah.
Let's work on that. So
Yeah, I'll be
yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
going to happen.
Terrell. I can see me, oh, Terrell, I just ate a whole pizza. Oh, no. What do I do?
I've been there, girl. I've been
He'd be
there.
like, it's
I've
going to
been
be
there.
okay.
It's going to
We're
be
going to work
okay.
it out.
Yeah. And then I have people, I said, listen, you get to a buffet, those are
Oh,
not the places to go to because I promise you, you will eat another meal.
mm.
You do not have to eat all that stuff at one time. You will
It's,
eat again.
but it's funny. See, you brought up buffet. Okay, I want to reel it in after this. See, I told you, we just having our little talk here. I feel like I'm on my couch with you. We're just talking in the living
You're
room.
right.
But I used to be, now this is a long time ago, which really amazed me. I have to say, I amazed myself with this. Because, I had friends that like to go to those buffets. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm dragging along with them because we were just going
Mm.
out to eat. And, for a while, like, oh, this is good because, they got everything, right? This buffet,
Yeah, they got, yep, that's right.
it's just like, ooh, you get more and more and more and more. So then all of a sudden, I think the fifth time I went out to a buffet, I mean, this was in the course of 2 years, right?
Okay.
And I went, and for some reason, Terrell, I just was like, I ate my one plate and I was done. And he's like, come on. They had the other plate. Come on, Barbara. I'm like, I'm not feeling
No,
this. I said, I
that's
am
right.
not feeling this
Good
going
for
back
you.
back to back to back getting all this food. I said, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm full. And they said,
Right.
what? So then they feel they're like, you making us feel bad because you're just sitting there drinking water or whatever, and this is a buffet. You're supposed to go back. Now they're telling me, Darrell, you supposed to go back because it's a buffet. I said, you know what? I'm good. Now, if you want me to leave, I could do that too.
That's right.
No
That's right.
problem.
No
But it
problem.
was like all of a sudden it's got in my head, clicked in my head that this is not good for me. I'm not liking this. I'm not enjoying this going back to back with this food all the time. I mean, one
Yeah.
plate out of that, I was good.
That's good. Yeah, I was one of those. I'm a volume eater, believe it or not.
Mm,
I mean, I got rid of seven sizes, seven sizes. Yeah, seven sizes. So I,
congratulations. Wow,
I
that's
know you
one
probably can't even see, you
queen.
probably can't, but
Wow.
seven sizes. And I used to be that person. You go to, like you said, a buffet, and I would pile this is the plate, right? And
Oh,
I
I
pile
see.
it there
Yeah,
like
there was
that.
a I seen a lot of people like that. I was like,
Oh
dang.
gosh, I was one of those, and I had to reframe, retrain, renew,
Mhm.
and restore my body.
Yeah. Wow.
So I don't do
Yeah,
that
because I
anymore.
see you're not, don't believe me. You are not only because I was seeing people at the different like tables with the,
I
then
was
they would
one of
have like
those.
two. They had
Yep,
one
I was
for
one
like
of the
one
two.
thing and they had one for the other
I
stuff.
know, I know.
I was like,
And
how they
I know we're supposed to wrap up, but it just makes me think of that show, and I'm sure some people have seen it, the 600 pound 600 pounds, like I don't know, I
weight or
forgot that.
something, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Something, yeah, I
And
remember.
Dr. N, he takes in patients that are 600 pounds or more and help them lose that weight. They have to lose a certain amount of weight before they go for surgery. And
Mm,
unfortunately, I just feel for some people because the trauma in their lives are so deep
mm,
that the food is their replacement because they're dealing with that trauma. Because
yeah.
there's always a root cause for
Something, yeah,
why you eat like that. Mine
yeah,
was the systemic lupus. For some people, they might have been sexually abused. For some people, they might have been physically abused.
yes.
Some
Or
people might
mentally
are
abused.
mentally abused, or
Yeah.
somebody might have saw somebody get shot in their. It's a lot of things that
Mm-hmm.
people are dealing with where they go to the food to comfort them because of this trauma.
Yeah.
So looking at that show, and I used to watch it pretty regular when it first came out, and then I kind of got away from it because it would drain me to
Mm,
see people not succeed in it the way they need to succeed in it. And he's generally there to help people succeed. And you see people not wanting to do it. They
mm,
just so conform to that mindset that they have to eat this way. You see, 32 what's it, the 32 ounces of soda or whatever is, three or four drinking at a time, and all the food, it was just too much for me to handle, to be honest with you. So I
I
had to
know
stop seeing
it's
it. Hmm.
that thing. That's what happened to me when I was going to buffet. I was seeing everybody, not just the people I was with, but just everybody. All of a sudden, I was like, it's like the awareness has just opened my eyes. Like, what is
Yes,
this, Barbara? This is not cool.
that's not cool, right? Yeah, when
I
you're
was
seeing
like,
people, and places like what's it, what was the Golden
Golden
Corral, or
Corral. That's the one. That was the main one we were going
that's
to.
the main one that people go to, and
Yeah.
just eat. So when we travel, we don't go to those places. We
I
no
did.
longer go to those places.
I tell everybody to. I say, you know what? If we're going out to eat for dinner, don't take me to. If we're going to buffet, I'm not going.
Right?
I
Yeah.
said, first of all, I'm not feeling it. Second of all, you'll be wasting your money on
Yep.
me if you're paying for it because
Right.
I'm just gonna get that one little plate and then I'm done. So
Right. So you might as well go to a restaurant. I like to think of like this, eating should be experience, right? So
ah,
whatever way you're eating, if you choose a restaurant, you're paying money to go to this restaurant to enjoy it. Pick one that you feel comfortable with, that you're going to enjoy the food.
yes,
Don't go to McDonald's. I mean, we all know how McDonald's and Burger King taste. Give me a break. But go to a place that you're going to enjoy the food.
yeah,
That's the way I feel about it.
that's
I
good.
don't know.
That's
That's
good.
just
That's
the way I
see all
feel
this
about
good wisdom. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
it. Okay. I know these people are like, I
I
thought it was only
told
30 minutes.
you, I held you hostage for a whole hour.
But it was all good. There's a
Yes,
reason for
this
that.
was yeah, this was
Whoever's listening on the replay, whatever, I'm sure they're blessed. They'll get something out of it,
yeah, definitely.
to go further in their lives. So that's the way I like to think about it. So
And again, everybody, please reach out to this wonderful queen. She's a newfound friend for me, and I just want to really, I want to support her, and I want you to support her if you can. I know if you don't need help in the health arena, I know you know somebody. We all know someone or somebody. So
Yeah.
just reach out to this woman. She will guide you, direct you, walk you through it, been through it, came on the other side of it, and look at what she's looking now, like a fabulous queen of a celebrity. Come on now. You can't help but get her to help you in what you're trying to do in your health. So
Yes.
thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I mean what I said. If there's anything coming up or anything, let's come back on and people can hear
Okay.
your other things that you're doing for them. And this has been great. Thank you so much. You made my whole weekend. You really
Oh,
have.
that's wonderful. I love when I hear stuff like that. Thank you so much.
You're just a blessing. You just have a golden heart, and you're just helping people and continue. I just want to encourage you to continue doing that, because we all, especially as women, like you said, we need that. We need you in our lives to do that. So thank you, Queen.
Okay. Thank you, Queen. Thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be here today.
You take care.
Okay. Bye.
When you do nothing, nothing happens. Best time to take action is now. This is the time to work on you and your business. So I've created a group, an online academy for professionals and entrepreneurs. Power Partners will help you to start helping yourself.
Helped me change my life and my business.
Not a Toastmasters, it's not a BNI, it's not any of these, but it is. So it's all this stuff in one place.
Get the results that you deserve right now. So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen. See you in Power Partners.